What's up guys, Chris Allen with Chris Allen Fitness here. Thought I'd relate to you some of the lessons I learned while on the road to 405. So first of all, the road to 405 is I had a goal of deadlifting 405 pounds for a triple. So we should first talk about what my goal was and whether it was a SMART goal. SMART being an acronym for specific, measurable, action-orientated, realistic or relevant, and timely. And now I'll roll some B footage while I talk over this so I can look at my notes without looking down from the camera. So the acronym SMART. So my goal of deadlifting 405 pounds for a triple. Well, the S in SMART stands for specific. Well, it's kind of specific. If I had said on or before July 4th of 2022, I will with a trap bar, high-handled trap bar at that, while standing on an elevated platform, deadlift 405 for 3, that would have been much more of a specifically listed goal. The second part of a SMART goal, the M, is measurable. Obviously deadlifting 405. Did I pull the weight? Yes or no? As an aside, some people might actually tell you that a trap bar deadlift is not a real deadlift. There's also people who will tell you that a sumo deadlift is not a real deadlift. As far as for me, that's about the same thing as arguing about the difference between pancetta and bacon. Yes, pancetta is cured but not smoked, and bacon is both cured and smoked, but they both come from a pig, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference unless you are specifically competing in an actual powerlifting federation. It doesn't matter if you're doing trap bar, sumo, conventional, you're just doing it for yourself. Now the third part of a SMART goal, the A, is action orientated. Clearly I have to do things. I have to engage in activities that will strengthen my hamstrings, my glutes, my lower back, my quads, my traps, my grip. Basically every single muscle on the posterior chain of my body will need to get strengthened, and I will need to choose activities that will help overcome any weaknesses that I do have. Now the fourth thing in a SMART goal, the R, stands for either realistic or relevant. My previous best of a triple in a high-handled trap bar deadlift while standing on an elevated platform was 365 for 3. So based on that, since 405 is only 50 pounds more, some 15% more, give or take, it's not that much of a stretch. Now if I said I wanted to deadlift 505 and I've never deadlifted over 400, that would not be a realistic or relevant goal to have. And finally, the T in SMART, timely. Since my initial goal of do a triple with 405 had no time frame, clearly I'm lacking on this goal. So, things to learn, make the goal be SMART. The second thing, or the second lesson I've learned, is to work your plan. My plan was to start off with just the bar because I had a low back injury, which I detailed in a previous video. Start off just lifting with the bar and then do your basic incremental jumps in weight. From the bar to 95 pounds, to 135, to 185, 225, 275, 315, and then probably proceed in 10 or 15, maybe 20 pound increments up to 405 pounds. The third thing is have a training journal. This way you can record what you did and annotate any observations. If you don't have a training journal, you're just going off of memory and, well, how much did I pull last week? Maybe it was 315, maybe it was 305. How many reps did I get? I don't know. So if you have that recorded in your training journal, you can know here's what I did last time, and what I do this time either matches it or is an improvement or got weaker. Also, observations. In my training journal, I recorded after doing stiff-legged good mornings that my hamstrings were sore for 2 days. So that's something to notate. My hamstrings got sore with stiff-legged good mornings, but not sore with bent knee good mornings. So it would appear I am recruiting my hamstrings a bit more or damaging them a bit more when doing a stiff-legged good morning compared to a regular, somewhat bent knee good morning. The fourth thing I learned is you have to know when to modify the plan. My plan originally was I was going to be doing trap bar deadlifts on Mondays, sumo deadlifts on Wednesdays, and then I was going to be doing safety squat bar squats on Fridays. And well, here you'll see the issues I was having with my sumo deadlift.
beast mode.
I know I wouldn't progress much on sumo because I don't do it, but on that thing I got 265 for 3 sets of 8 on Monday. Today it's 225 for 6, 225 for 5. I couldn't break the ground on rep 6. As you can see, the sumo deadlift is not going very well, just not progressing the way I'd want to. But I need to remember the purpose of this mesocycle, this training block, is to get to 405 on the trap bar deadlift. So I'm ditching the sumo deadlift, and on Wednesdays I'll replace that with a trap bar deadlift, except this time I'm not going to be standing on a block and I'm just going to be barefoot wearing socks. That way I'll diminish the total range of motion, so I should be able to use more weight for the same amount of reps, and as a bonus, it'll expose my posterior chain, at least at lockout, to a higher amount of load than I will receive doing a regular trap bar deadlift on the block, and it'll force my grip strength to have to hang in there because I'll be able to do more weight for more reps. So that's the plan, work on the high-handled trap bar deadlift barefoot on Wednesdays instead of the sumo deadlift, and see how that ends up working out. Number 5, time frame. To be honest, I didn't give myself a time frame. It's just I'm going to do 405 at some point. Well, as of the date I'm recording this, it's late in May, 4th of July is coming up. I'd like to have a semblance of a 6-pack or at least a 4-pack come the 4th, and training for a max deadlift can go hand in hand with getting lean, but it doesn't always do that. So I was getting to the end and I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to go for it. And so that's where I come up with number 6 lesson, is just to go for it. At this point in my training, nearing the end of May, I'm like, you know what? Let's see what I can do here. And here's what I did.
Easy. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, baby!
All right, there you go. That's me pulling a whopping 425 for 1. Yes, I did modify it. It was 405 for a triple. I went with 425 by 1. I did it high-handled and barefoot, but still, I got 425 off the ground, and as you saw in the video, it was a pretty slow pull, like between 3 and 4 seconds to lockout. So I'm pleased with that. I'll now set a new goal in the future as to what I want to do. Most likely it's going to involve fat loss. Hoping to put out some more quality content videos. I'm going to do a review of the knees over toe guy, as well as possibly a review on a safety squat bar. So let me know what you think. Please comment, helps the algorithm. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.